Where is everyone? No one joining the stream today? Hey Vloggy. You should get some people coming in. Maybe just me and you. Oh, there we go. Hey guys. Is Twitch bugged? It still have one viewer. What's going on? Hey Ghost. Hey Gianni. It says 18. Okay. Something's wrong with my stream manager. Hey Cookie. Hey. Whew. Right, so what happened in this game? Spike's going minus 19. Isn't Spike supposed to be pretty good? Oh wait, no, that's not the real game. It's this game down here that we're watching. Sato went minus 21, bro. SME still got it. It's a good question. What's my favorite team to watch so far? Gentlemates. Do you think owner is holding Lev back? No. I think that there's this narrative that he's easy to anti-strat, which might not be fully untrue.
Unfamiliarities in terms of roles and positioning that the players played around the.
Where's my bloody epic pen? Epic pen. Right. I've got like 3 hours, maybe 2.5 hours, because I'm gonna go see that film. This No Other Choice film. It looks fucking good. No spoils. I'm fucking pumped. I'm gonna be so locked in. It's gonna be a good day. Right, so we got Oxy Chamber. I'm a big fan. This comp is doing well against this comp. I don't love the race guy, to be honest. Like, I think there are better options, but at the end of the day, it's probably the most comfortable agents for both these players maybe on this map, and so I'm not disappointed. I guess there's slight upgrades on all three, but it's okay. Like, fundamentally good comp, works well against this comp. We got everyone comfortable. Oxy's on Chamber.
Roster, but now as soon as they got into a full five-man for Leviat&, they've been looking very good, especially with Neon on his Yoru on Vine. We're taking these off and
What's he on? It's the new film by the guy who did Old Boy.
And it is going to be a firefight.
But I saw the trailer a lot when I was seeing films. Like when I went to watch what's that film with Scandinavian people in the what the fuck is it called? Sentimental Value. When I went to see Sentimental Value, it was a trailer during that, and it looked fucking good. I've been scrolling through films, don't know what to watch. Any good recommendations? What kind of film? Like, if I showed you a film from the 90s, do you think that's old? Like, if you want good film, like, unironically, I would go, like, one thing I used to do is I would go to, before the Criterion Collection became, like, a big thing for, that, like, Criterion Closet thing, I would go onto the Criterion Collection website, and there was like this very interesting section of the website called Top 10 Lists. And on the list, you can see like famous people in film, usually, or film adjacent people. And you go through, and you know, a lot of these people I don't recognize at all, but there's a few I did. And then you click one, and they've all got pretentious taste in film, and you get to see what their favorite films are, which is kind of fun. I honestly don't recognize any of these people so far, but I do remember there being a few people. And then the other way was like even like Scorsese has like favorite film list. I mean he's got Criterion top 10, but I think he's got like a 50, 125 favorite films from Scorsese. Like you're gonna get more pretentious films this way, but if you are into film, it's the good way to find cool films. The other way was obviously like Rotten Tomatoes and stuff like that. You go through the top lists. What's the other thing? There used to be this film critic with Roger Ebert. He died unfortunately, but he has like a pretty good list. Like he rates films out of 4 back in the day, and this is like his classic list. But like you can go through and just see his like 4-star movies, which just movies he liked a lot. Unfortunately, for some reason, 500 Days of Summer is in this, which is a terrible film. So ignore this, and just look at the rest of them. Yeah, you're gonna get some good films there. Video essays about movies. Yeah, I like the video essay guy. Sorry, before the world review, because I do really like films. The video essay guy. I can't remember his name. I watched quite a few of them though. Thomas Flight, this guy's YouTube channel. I think he's got very good videos that are very compelling and interesting. Yeah, I enjoy his videos a lot. Okay, anyway, back to proper VOD review. So we're focusing on C9. C9 just stacking B long. If there is the trip broken here, they can TP crunch and just send it to a bunch of people. I wouldn't mind them splitting up, like sending one person flank maybe, TP, this guy gets a kill and can TP out. It's a pretty standard pistol at this point, the kind of heavy B setup. But it's good. Bind defense pistols usually involve stacking a site and then using the teleporter. This one works especially well because Chamber obviously can like hard hold a site. Interesting that Lev just go for solo waylay, no refracts used. Very strange. They've got this space, they've got soft priority here and here. Honestly, they should probably throw a slight fake here and just be grouped up here and just go A-split right now.
Trying to just source information around the map.
Instead, they're scaling short for no reason. Like, this is the kind of stuff that, like, I think is really important. It's like, Lev have control of a very important part of the map, and it's enough now for them to actually make a call. But instead, they're now starting to scale up short, and I'm worried. Why can't they just make a slight bit of noise over here with the Yoru? He could put his TP down this way, and they just go A. They got enough space on A to go.
Shorty for once he shows Headhunter to just collapse on anybody that tries to get into the U-Haul area. And they'll go for a quick.
So we see the TP coming out.
They got rendezvous off the rip.
And he's just dead. By slight noise, you just need to make a tiny bit of noise. You didn't need to scale. This guy should be over here. It's pretty poor from Lev.
Quick one from Vic there. Nice peek out towards
I'm not gonna lie, this is the kind of shit where like Bosa would never fuck this round up. Like this wouldn't Bosa wouldn't fuck this up.
And they swing for the kill. Now it's a rotate back over as Lev is still creeping up towards A. Shorty still available. They're gonna know it for a second, but is still creeping up towards A. Shorty still available.
Shorty, we got overrun.
Second, but the haunt gets
I mean, Lev still got the kills.
And site, but they don't seem happy just yet.
I didn't like their calling, but they got the kills. Do you like Rays on maps like Bind and Split still? Yeah, I like Rays still. I think it's just harder to it's harder to justify in certain instances, but I still like it. Many talks about both, so like Denethor talk about Barmer to Faramir. No. Let's not be real. Let's not go there. I talk about both the
really with like you said, low util for
like
have to use everything they do have accordingly.
Trying to think of a Lord of the Rings reference.
Into the second round here, Vic only one able to really find one of the enemies on that round. So they're just going for the full classic buy here, no real.
Like Frodo talks about Bilbo at the start of the film, where he's like, you know, he's kind of losing it a little bit. You know what I mean?
Purchase into too much.
You know, I love him, and he's still, you know, a good guy, but he's going a bit crazy, Gandalf.
Always good for a few here if they can really get surprise and Lev.
Okay, a nice try from C9, but it's eco, so who cares? Very spread default every round. It's a bonus round, so you'd expect a little bit more grouping up here. Hopefully it's just a tiny bit of pressure and then grouping up. I am concerned already that Lev are going to just run down the clock and just spread the map. Because I feel like that is kind of an owner classic. I don't know what the Viper V4 is.
We're doing a lot of clutches as well. Got to clean up that act a little bit better here to have a...
Do you think Bind is the most fundamentally expecting map? It feels like there's not much depth in macro development. I don't know what you mean. Affected by the patch? I think that I think that teams don't default very well on this map, to be honest with you. I don't think that you can't say it lacks depth when people don't default the map that well. Okay, one sec. There's a good question here. Armo says, I hear people saying, I like this team's system, blah, blah, blah. What exactly is the system? How does it work? In specific, what system are you running head coach flag? A system just means your playbook, essentially, your structure, like the way that you're playing every round. For instance, like how do I say? Sen's system on defense right now seems very passive, and like they'll do the same default quite a lot on some of the maps. Like, and to me, that I don't like that system. Whereas when I watch Gentlemates play, they're very proactive and there's a lot of intentionality behind all their setups on defense. They're like taking part of the map because they know it's good for macro reasons, and then they have protocols behind it. And when they lose this space on the map, they're going to retake this space. And I think that there's this idea. I think there's very few people who understand how much of that is coaching and how much of it is just individual. Some teams play with a system that's more individually led, but teams like Gentlemates seem very well coached, if that makes sense. Like they're playing to a tight system. So that's kind of what it means. I can obviously go further in the future about it. What I've heard about C9 is that their system's a lot more flexible, and that makes sense. They have very experienced players in like Penny, Zosis, Vic, and Zeppa, and even Oxy's not exactly inexperienced at this point. Even have like Counter-Strike experience. You got Imi, who's kind of fits that too, and they're kind of like friends team. Like their system is apparently a little bit more dynamic on the defense, a bit more loose apparently, from what people have said and I've listened to. Could be wrong.
Neon has a excellent position until now. He peaks a little bit too much, so that gives his position away.
RIQ with the anti-team last season, they changed their code this season. They anti-team still. How does that work? I know how that works, and I can't I can't answer. Yeah. Okay, so bonus round we got Neon just going up for. I mean, at least they're taking control of places, I guess. But...
Very aggressive by Vic to go into hookah, but always good for one if he can get that quick situation. Loves to play aggressive on his opponents. And right now, Lever just going to insert and keep walking.
The best way to explain his system would be honestly Sen's defense right now. Because it's like, you can see the same repetitions in a way that's like, not like, they haven't fully fleshed it out.
Big info.
And because he's so passive, I like this push from CLOUD9. Double it up. Let them take that short space. It gives a chance for the players to rotate from spawn. And to try to punish that short space.
So I'm trying to watch C9, but the problem is that I'm drawn to Lev for some reason. So this round, just 3B, 2A, Chamber's got short, Brim passive. They're just kind of giving up quite a bit of space here. It's going to be really key for Zeppa to get info around now. Like, there's been pressure hook. Is it pressure hooker? Yeah, hooker pressures happen. There's been some pressure short. Zeppa really needs to get information. We need to be ready to push out B right now, or we need to be ready to like dog through showers and like do something, I think. See what I mean by like when I say a system, it's like this has been a discussed protocol, right? What I just said, right? I said that they got two choices right now. They can either clear out B and get ready to push, or they dog through showers and then they should do something about it. And immediately when I say that, around the correct timing, we see the dog come out. Like the usual timing for this stuff is about 10 seconds after noise has been made. Noise hooker, 1 minute 20. Let's say as soon as the noise dies, so 1 minute 17. About 10 seconds after this, 15 seconds after, that's when we want info back.
Very aggressive by Vic to go into hookah, but always good for one if you can get that.
So like 117. We expect about 1 minute 02. I'd say about now is when the dog should happen. Like Zeppa is probably slightly late, but it's not bad. Like 102, he's like 2 seconds late, but it's like it's perfect. Like in all reality. See the dog come out, two people ready. This dog then will inform these rotations. If this Yori gets caught here, we're gonna see this. I would hope these two double up and push out, to be honest with you.
Into the mid round, that dog actually spots Neon into showers.
Big info.
And because he's so
It's big info, but I don't see the rotation for some reason.
I like this push from CLOUD9.
It feels weird that we saw the Yoru here, now we see a Yoru here, and we're not confident with any rotation. This guy should already be going, and then we just double check with a Sky Flash.
Let them take that short space. It gives a chance for the players to rotate from spawn. And to try to
now it feels awkward here. The other thing is I don't know why they left this long space. So let's see what happened. I would also say, yeah, someone should be like ready to like go with the dog through showers here. Or at least be controlling B long. I don't love how passive it becomes after this dog and like what little rotation happens afterwards. I really love this reclear. I don't love the staticness of this stuff.
Secondary actually tries to take the place and get the firefight in their favor as a quick trade comes on the front side of site, but still waiting to break that backside deep.
This is a big kill. But again, if Sato didn't in it here, the Cloud9 were in a bit of trouble.
Can he get the crown? He cannot. Zelsis drops him right away.
Emi and Sinana saying Emi is the worst region. I mean China is the worst region.
And now it's the rotation over. Again, front side is still there for Lev, but they have to figure out where the defense is coming from.
Terrible pool. What is the map pool right now? I would agree that the map pool for EMEA is not amazing. We're historically not the best at pro. Corrode isn't a map we're good at yet. Yeah, I would agree that like we're not good.
Timing is just there in favor of CLOUD9 so well, but the shots for Neon are there. You can't say no. Zeppa.
The passive 3B is okay, right, Many, since they're playing strong side B and weak side A, they're pushing out showers. No, it's not okay. It's not okay, no. Because, like, it doesn't react to the information they have. They know there's nobody probably here, and they know there's someone here. Why would you want to remain in a passive strong side? Passive strong siding is only okay if you know the opponent's about to hit you. Like, this is risky, obviously. Like, it's still a risk here, and there's nothing being done here. Like, what I hate to see is, I mean, I'm giving C9 credit for doing this repush. Like, this is good. They're not just standing back and just waiting for things to happen. Like, when I watch someone like Sentinels play, they would just stay back here, and then they just start rotating across when they hear the noise. C9 are a step ahead of that. The next layer I'd want to see is then some proactivity on this side of the map, or simply rotation, to be honest. Because you don't want to be in a situation where you're having to, like, waste time rotating across when the stuff is happening and not support these players, you know? Like, they're going to get crunched. You want to be able to actually support them a little bit.
Extra players to rotate from spawn and to try putting Neon in shower.
Quick trip away, and now figure out where the shots for is coming from. The timing is
It's still not bad gameplay at all. It's just, I think that it could be slightly better. And it's something that I'm going to keep track of now, is like when they do their info reclears on this side of the map, do they actually do anything off of it? Because in that game, in that map, maybe it's a read they had and it was a wrong read, but like they just stood still. So same here. Okay, we see his showers open. Lev just playing very spread.
Forces a lot of rotates. You also have to make sure you keep bodies on site where you're able to enter. If not, that slow pace style is gonna bite you in the ass.
So fade, reveal, flash, TP, and spit used for showers control. I don't know why showers has become the place on the map that everyone wants, but I think it's kind of it. So now we see another protocol idea. Dog through. It looks like we're going to TP crunch. The only issue with this TP crunch is they're crunching a Yoru who is probably going to be able to escape. Okay, never mind. They bait it out, and they're actually going to just fight B-long.
Could be falling into a bit of a trap, but it's safety with the waylay peeking first.
So Dog just allows Chamber to get back on the line.
That's one way of staying alive here when you're not playing like a Whaler or a Yoru. Paint shells to push the line, but he's walking down. And that's
Penny solo walks down long B. A little bit strange. Lev just played really slow, so going for any like fast proactive play like this early is like can be punished, I guess, because they're just going to spread the map for a long time. But what you do want to do is get info. Like I said, if they take a part of the map strong, get info 10 seconds later. Hey Liz. Lev should win this round.
They've got it again here towards A. They're still going to have to deal with 4 members on the side of C9 once that spike is planted.
Neon again, like I hate like early lurks here, especially in a 5v4. I think this is a big mistake by Neon. Like he's not got. I mean, he's got a TP. Like, can't he just put a TP down? He should be put a TP down and then do this stuff. As soon as he hears his TP go, he needs a TP. In a 5v4, he can chill. So this is like a really, this is a blunder, honestly, by Neon. Yeah, this is a Lev didn't play this very well. Really nice heads up play from Celsius though. T9 played it alright in the end, but honestly, Lev kind of threw that round. Any coach should be taking Lev's position in that round over C9's. After the penny pick. Low buy. We see Brim is the rotator now. Because Penny... Oh, well, Penny doesn't have a... I thought Penny had an outlaw. So we see the trip plays slightly deeper and he just runs around here to take the line. It just allows this raise to play a little bit more comfortably around this space. Because obviously if you put the trip here, it doesn't really do anything. Like, they can kind of get up close, break it, and then burst onto you. So this trip just allows the Rays to stay a bit more comfortable. Try and deny plants and stuff. It's just an eco here. It's a nice hold from C9, but ultimately just eco. So one thing about putting this trip early is obviously you don't get an early line down to short. And you can't play top truck. So that's the only thing I don't like about this trip is like... Why has he got a nade primed? There's no way he's doing anything with this nade in showers by himself. Huh. Honestly, that was a bit crap. What up? That was a bit crap. He's nading and calling for the brim. 5 for money getting huge value. It only gets huge value here because C9 have decided to use a brim out into it. It's not like didn't C9 just hard anti-strat Lev this series? I think until like I think that the anti-strat thing, I think I echo Wendler a little bit, is that like I think there is a narrative, and it's probably right, that Lev can get anti-stratted sometimes. But I want to hear I want to hear the tangibles. I don't want to brush away a game and say that this team's got anti-strat. I want to hear you tell me what the material reasons and tangible reasons are. Because it's really piss poor analysis to just be like, oh, they just got anti-strat. It's like, okay, well, tell me how. Like, tell me. You know? This is bad by C9. This is a blunder. This. I'd be fucking molding if I saw my team do this. Like, I don't know what Penny's doing. This isn't like, he needs to be able to peek, and he's looking at a Viper spit. Like, obviously this nade isn't going to get everything here, is it? I don't really know what he's trying to do. Like, look how much, like, there's all this space. Very strange. Very strange. Did you try to predict the enemy's anti-strats as a coach? Anti-strats are one of the most overrated things I've ever heard of. There are very few teams that I felt came into a series against me and was like ripping apart our strategy. And like digging deep and really like, you know, most of the times teams played their own game and maybe adjusted some things. Very, very rarely did I feel a team was actually really trying to dissect us. And if they weren't doing a very good job of it, or they were overthinking it completely.
They want this space back.
At least had to identify that pressure to showers.
Yeah.
So right now as you're pushing and prodding, you're seeing how C9 likes to react for these mid rounds. They're really clear towards showers. C9 knows about these late inserts towards hookah.
If your team has good fun, there's no easily way to anti-strat you. So I don't agree with that either. Like, I don't agree with that either. I think that there are very few teams in the world that actually end up being able to implement a decent game plan against a different team that is going to work across a whole map. Like, it very rarely happens where I see a team have like a game plan. I'm like, oh, this is specific for this team in a way that like makes sense, you know? And usually it's very subtle. It could just be very subtle in a way that's like not like, it's not gonna make or break the game. It's just gonna be like, oh, we're gonna play the chamber, like Oxy, play the chamber more here today because this team likes to do this thing and it makes more sense. Like this, but that's not that deep, you know. That's not gonna win you the game. It's just a little edge, you know.
Insert one, get it back. It's so easy with the Yoru, so they can just get back to the fight like they are heading towards A once again. Oxy on that line, all the way back to spawn for safety after a shot. He just stays, actually, doesn't even worry about the rendezvous. Looks for another one, sees ahead, he goes low.
Oh, 1 sec. For some reason, someone's called it. defense, man. Someone keeps ringing the door to be let in, but it's like, I don't know. What was anti-strat at Genji in Toronto, right? Bro, like what are you talking about? I don't know. Just because the coach has 10 pages of anti-strats in front of them doesn't mean that like it was a thing. It might be the same person. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like just saying anti-strat is like one of the most frustrating things because it's like I don't think the casual audience really understands how often or to what detail teams are anti-stratting, because in the first place I don't think many casual fans understand how teams are setting up in the first place and therefore how they change their game when they go to an anti-strat. I would argue that most teams aren't very good at adapting to an anti-strat because in the first place most teams aren't playing that good in the first place. So it's like, I don't know, and it just annoys me because I'd rather hear you say this team anti-strat this team because they knew that Munchkin liked to push up Haven A site by himself and they punished it by baiting him in and killing him. Don't tell me that a team anti-strat another team unless you actually have some reasons.
Going for the 1v1s now, and Spike's gonna make that work.
Gotta start hurrying up though. They're rotating into showers with 15 seconds left in the Spike. It almost looks like they're giving
mid-tourney comp switches, especially right now, are nothing to do with anti-strats and everything to do with the fact that teams are lost with their identity. How I interpreted Imi's comments was that Lev had obvious tells, exposed themselves to attack defense, but these friends themselves are macro. I agree with that. If we're going to talk about it in terms of this game, I think that Lev probably do have reads and tendencies that you could tell your players, and that's the most important thing, right? So it's more like the best thing you want to come out of when you do your anti-strat process is to have a page that says, if X happens, it means Y. And then you just agree, let's do Z. You know? This was what my page would look like. I'd have 6 of these every time I used to play DRX. It'd be if there is a recon on A long, but no smoke, it means that they are not going A. So make sure you take A main space, you know? Most of the time you can't do this though. It's not that easy. You can't just do that. I think against Lev, it's probably the case that you can do this a little bit more with like probably a few of these. You can probably have a few of these. And that's what Imi means, is that like there were a few of these against Lev, and on every map they had a couple of, if X happens, it means they're doing Y. Let's do Z. And so that is a generally good, approach to anti. Most teams don't play so rigid, and most teams like can't just do that against a routine.
To insert one, get it back. It's so easy with the Yoru, so they can just get back to the fight like they are heading towards A once again. Oxy on that line, all the way back to spawn for safety after.
Does owner still play Flowchart Protocol Valorant? I mean, I would still say that my approach would still be Flowchart Protocol Valorant. It's just that you're hoping that your Flowchart and your protocols are so good the other team can't anti-strat them, or you disguise them and hide them and condition them, you know? If there's no conditioning of the ideas, then like it's a lot easier. It's a lot harder when a team has like, if they do X, it could mean Y or Z. It's like if you add that layer in, like it becomes a bit more complicated. Hopefully it's not like even as obvious that though.
It takes blows down. Spike's finally grabbed once again.
I think the narrative's also there because Painting Energy is a very anti-strat team because they lost to G2's new style. I do think that has some merit because there is this idea that Bonkar is the more strategic presence in the team with Strong. Like the coaching staff are the strategic presence more so. And therefore they're gonna come to games more and say that like, oh, we should do this part of our playbook a bit more because this team isn't good here, you know? And then when they can't do that, maybe they're not as good. So maybe that is the thing. But my thing is that, like, I don't think it's good analysis to just say that is the case without giving tangible examples. One of the things that when I came into Valorant when I stepped down from coaching and when I started doing the desk and like when I started doing these streams and stuff, one of the things I was hoping I would start to be able to do would be to give tangible evidence and like material evidence that these things are existing and not just brush things aside and say anti-strat, you know, like I want to be able to actually talk about the game. And I think that sometimes in Valorant we talk in the mysticism and the magical land of like, you know, anti-strat and you know, this team had an off day or this team's mental's down. It's like, well, let's actually look at the game and talk about the game.
Here and Lev are just kind of left wondering, going for the 1v1s now, and Spike's gonna make that work.
Gotta start hurrying up though. The rotate into showers of 15 seconds left.
I do think sometimes as a general broad stroke, it's okay. I just think it's a very overused term for something that it would be far more interesting as a viewer to see what you're talking about if you said this team got anti-strat.
Save out instead of pressuring in on that chamber with a little bit of util with something else.
Looking for like Leviat&, really wanted
It does take someone with really high level analysis to be able to look at a G2 versus NRG and say that like, okay, this is where they gone wrong, this is where they gone right. Like, maybe there's a bit of anti-stratting here, but like, you know, to actually draw that conclusion would take a bit of high level analysis. Do you think Lev having 4 recus was an issue? I mean, they've been, I feel like they've had a lot of disruption in their play, so like I wouldn't, you know, obviously playing with 4 rookies is going to have some problems, but I think the style of Valorant that Owner likes to play suits 4 rookies a bit more. Chamber's so good, man. Like Chambers just disrupts the fucking double shooters so hard, man. Like, what are they supposed to do? The answer is that Lev shouldn't be playing this style against the Chamber. Like, they are going to get picked apart by this Chamber. I almost want to kind of stop the VOD already and just be like, they can't play 2-1-1-1 or 1-1-1-2 or 1-2-1-1. They can't just do these like 2-man like little hit squads against the Chamber. They need to either find the Chamber and avoid him or fucking just go. Like, they're playing double duelist. Instead, they're like trying to like buy an AWP on attack bind. Like, they're lost. They need to run it down. Honestly, they need to run it down. Like, what was all this conditioning early game for if they're now not using A splits? Like, why are they early game, spit, fade, reveal, hard, taking showers with just one person? That should be a mask or conditioning for later on, right? When we're talking about systems, right? Like, this is part of like what you'd build a system into. It's like you've shown this idea early that you can do the showers default or with specific util. The second layer should then be that this sometimes could just be a full A split. But instead, we're just like walking on the map. Like, I don't really understand.
Beautifully done by those two.
You said earlier that defending teams info reclear about 10 seconds after last noise. Does that timing change on maps with longer rotations? No. Because the rotations should be the same for both teams, right? Most of the time. So 10 seconds, I would say 10 seconds after noise is the general protocol I would expect from, you know. This is why, like, Leo, like, I'm gonna go to Leo. Like, Leo is one of the best players of all time and one of the best at info reclearing, because if you ever timed, if you literally got an AI to time his info reclears after him not knowing what's going on in the map, I guarantee you it was probably the most perfect. Like, he's always going to be in that kind of like 5 to 15 seconds, depending on what is happening on the map, you know? Whereas you sometimes get noobs who play Raze, and not points penny, but it's like noob Raze players who aren't info players. Watch how many times they'll get like a Raze will get pressured hooker, and they'll know there's people here, and then they'll just boombot the people in front of them. It's like, bro, you've just boombotted people that you know are there instead of waiting, you know?
Down every lane that he's taking.
Do you think Energy needs to change anything, or is I lost the G2 just because?
Here,
Bro, if I've not watched the game in detail, I can't give you the answer. I will at one point watch the G2 VOD and give you a better answer. But I don't know. I don't think you can lose that hard just because G2 changed their identity. And if you are losing that hard because G2 changed their identity, there is something wrong with your team.
Almost a haircut for Vic. He sees King's shoulder. Oh, the pauldron of brimstone gives him up. And they are just going to be losing numbers across the map now. Have to reset and resort themselves as Spike gaining a bit of that space that Lev might be able to work with an A.
And it's almost like clockwork. The wall comes up, they're going to check that corner close to
I think that that's probably partly true at the end of the day. Have I watched any Sens kickoff games? Yeah, a little bit. Their defense. I think Sideshow's analysis on their defense is pretty on the point. I think that Sideshow should probably just do a video on Sens defense. Honestly, if I had the time or could be bothered, I think it's like an easy 200k view video, because it's like, it's so clickbait but so easy to just be like, hey, look, like, this ain't good enough, you know?
Penny answers, still able to get himself sorted out on who might have timed him.
What actually ended up happening for them to...
Really
Celsius gave away a frag. I mean, he's not supposed to see it. Like, he's not... It's kind of hard. I don't know. There's an operator showers at 1 minute into the round.
And they are just going to be losing numbers across the map now. Have to reset and resort themselves despite gaining a bit of that space.
It's just a lot of just back and forth gameplay. Will you actually make videos though? I don't know.
The big name this round, the kingpin of what could happen, takes a hit from Moxie there. And the ult goes down. Now up to the close, seeing if he can capitalize on this round and bring it within one to Cloud9. Tucks himself and just tries to delay.
Had to line up two, but another jig is up.
Still hasn't heard the spike. 8 bullets left. Playing the jiggle peek. They're going high-low, trying to use protection chamber here, and it's not going to be enough.
This round, I think you have to be to feel like you need to have the first at this point.
Are they going to...
Fast low strat? Fast low buy strat, sorry. The first fast strat is on a low buy. Ooh.
Dimensional drift to start us off, clearing that long position, but Oxy's not...
It's really mental to me that, like, I know Lev have always had like these back pocket low buy ideas and they can use the ults and stuff, but like their best round so far has been a low buy. It's kind of a bit annoying, you know. Should have said doing this, I would have come on Discord with you. Knew they were doing this, I would have said go 5B. Oh. Is this something they've done before? Could I ask me, so I do think that, like, there was this, like... So, in general, people talk about anti-strats a lot, right? And I think in this game, I think it probably makes more sense than other games. But sometimes it does annoy me when people are just like, anti-strat, and then just say anti-strat, and that's the analysis. In this game, obviously, I'm no Lev are kind of notorious sometimes for having, like, certain reads and, you know, protocols that, like, can be read into. How much of this game was just like, hey, like the way I explained it was like the ideal situation as a coach is like having a page that says like, if X happens, like if like if the other team does X, it means they're doing Y, and therefore we should do Z. And like against like teams like Vision Strikers in the past, I'd have like 6 of these, like, or DRX, I guess. And that would be the anti-strat for the team, you know. Like how much of the preparation like looks like this? That's usually how it goes, but this one was different. Okay. Would you say in general that this applies? Because my idea is that for most teams, it's not as straightforward to say, like, to have these rules against most teams. Like most teams, it's a bit like harder to sum them up in such an easy way. Like the example I gave with DRX was like back on Haven back in the day. Like if they reconned A long but didn't smoke it, they were going C. But if they recon and smoked it, they were going A. Like and like that's how easy it was. But in NA, it's not consistent at all. It's more watching and making a good game plan. Okay. Yeah. I think in NA it's a little bit less like strict util patterns, I guess. Because there is a bit more looseness sometimes.
Are they going to employ one of these faster strats? Dimensional drift to start us off. Clearing that zone. Is not giving it up just yet. How big is this going to be? They are bringing everything and raining it down on the B side for the side of Lev. The orbital strike grabs two. And quickly, and just like that, Leviat&aacute on top here. Put some defense on the site.
What a nice trap play. Using ults, double up.
I mean, 2v3. I mean, they got Razor if they want to use it, but they're kind of fucked. Penny should just save.
Just takes a little bit of
I mean, he's got fucking 7k, so.
Get the hearts going. Get the aim online here for Lev.
Why do people pick Brim on Bind and Astra? Brim is a lot easier to just go. And like, if you have explosive comps, then you can just, like, 3 smokes up is pretty good. And then obviously the molly for post plant. Like, the play patterns around Brimstone are very comfortable and easy and good. Like, it's still it's a very good agent, you know.
That's going to be a quick round for Lev. Out of the timeout, they attack on the low buy. Ultimates were used, but hey, he came away with the W.
If he used out there to head for the wall. In a 2v3, I mean, I don't hate it. It's not the best, but I don't hate it.
Put some defense on the side. Going, save the timeout.
You back in use when you're did exactly that. Not only with the hawk down. 50.
He wants more. All right. Quick prowler into showers as long as being warm.
Interesting. So I'm guessing with this, so usually with this Viper ult, you will see only 2A and then 3B. But I think because Oxy is here, he can threaten the TP with his Oxy, fucking Penny, sorry. Penny's here, so can threaten the TP with the ult. Sometimes the stack towards the Viper is because they're worried about like if there was a Waylay ult, like the Waylay ult counters the Viper. Fade ult is maybe okay, but it's not the best. So I think it's just about probably Penny having the option to shut down either side of the map. And then you see the heavier long here. And then the trip can trigger the trap for Penny if he wants it. And then, I mean, Brim is starting to rotate though. Oh no, okay. So the one-way orb is probably here right now. Very safe.
That said, though, things will calm down once again and
so it's down to Lev to really do stuff. I like the fact that Lev have got showers control and now will pressure off this TP a little bit. But every time they pressure this, like Oxy just kills them.
But I think you want to play it safe. They've been running.
They do have Fade ult and Waylay ult now, so they can just do something.
With Neon. They decide otherwise. They don't really want to give their positions away yet.
The Lev have enough of the map that they're making weird mid-rounds. Ding. So they're doing some kind of fake, I guess. Fake B, go A, I guess? I mean, I'm surprised that Sato doesn't immediately ult that. I guess he doesn't know that the TP's here. He thinks that it's here for some reason. But online, you'd be able to hear that that TP was close.
30-second check towards long. And they do have an idea here, but it could be a TP. Showers is controlled by Lev, and this could all be a ruse. They get the Seekers out towards A, and see a backpedaling.
It's a bit risky. How is Oxy got this kill?
They get the Seekers out towards A, and
yeah, Oxy's just having a field day, man. Lev are just overcooking. Penny's angle here. I'm surprised he's taking that angle. If I'm Penny here, I want an angle where like I can see them early and just use my ult immediately. This is a little bit risky to let them out. Yeah, I think Penny messes that up a little bit. I would just stay here. You get your nade. You got your ult. Yeah, I think he messes up.
killing.
Pinged and confirmed 3 players, so they know one's in the pit, and there's maximum that player right in the back of the site. So they open it up for Leviat&, and they make an easy 4v4, and he could flip the map for the plant. But there's only 12 seconds left, and by the time they plant,
So Vic is clearing his ult out just in case.
Penny shows up.
And then Lev are trying to flip the map. Because they're like, well, we can't just have this for post. So they plant here and then they try to make a play. It's kind of difficult though.
This one to be used. Vic though knows how to play inside the pit. A few shots back and forth. It's still
I'm not sure what I would have done if I was Lev there, to be honest with you. They don't have a molly for post. They've got an op. There's a very real argument that they should probably try and clear Vic out of the ult, but that's kind of easier said than done.
But there's only 12 seconds left, and by the time they plant, C9's already closed that gap on a rotate from spawn.
Hello, Cora. You can't hear shot on land. Yeah, I mean, I would expect that to be the case, yeah. How much difference does a Brim stim make in pro play? Does it make sense to not buy it as a way of eco-maxing? You know what? Like, this is a funny one. Like, I know this is only ranked, but I'm pretty sure the devs told me that like Brim stim when there was two Brim stims, if a player used both Brim stims on attack side, the win rate was something like 65% or something. So I think that like there genuinely is this like, if you're gonna just rush people, 2 Brim stims is actually like sleeper OP. So I do think that it's like underrated, you know. I'm like, this story is like exaggerated, you know. I can't remember the exact numbers, like but it was like, I remember we were talking about it, and I was like, what the fuck, like that's insane, like.
that pit. Make a little noise. I think he just did a fast step.
Like I could be overcooking, I could be selling you a bit of a lie, but I think that the foundation of the story was like true, you know.
Does not slowing together.
Haven't been pushing towards.
Drink some water. Let's go.
Yeah, see, when you like exactly like it I'm not saying 65% is the number. I'm just saying that that's the number that came to my head. Like, it was a lot. It was like, what the fuck? Changing your move speed will mess up players who rely on muscle movements hit shots. I mean, it's also, I think if you unwrap the idea, like it might not even be the Brim stim itself is OP. It's just the fact that when you're going to use 2 Brim stims, it means you're rushing, and in ranked, if you're rushing together, that's good. So it's almost like it might be a fake stat because it's not the utility itself helping you. It's the fact that people who use 2 Brim stims around are probably ranked teams that are like actually just doing what's good in ranked. If that makes sense. Who's the best FA initiator in EMEA right now? Give me a list of what people. Unironically, it's Trex, but I mean Leo. But there's obviously like other things there for both the players, I guess. Oh yeah, I remember Emmy talked about not Emmy, Sliggy talked about that. Trip in the smoke.
It was optimistic for him to try to go for that peak, but he got instantly punished and didn't give a chance.
I'd be so fucking mad. I'd be so mad. Oh look, there's a duelist contacting on the map again. Man, what, like you couldn't give me Chamber in ranked and me get as many easy kills as Oxy is getting. Like, Oxy's playing well, everything he's doing is great, but in my ranked games I don't get shots that easy, man.
Being active on this default, why not? I mean, if
How to be good IGL,
they're looking for things
bro.
to happen quietly. Why don't you just yell in their face
That's not a question I can answer.
And they are being relentless on these rounds where you said they've seen Lev trying there.
That smoke. It was actually pretty cool for C9.
Yeah, Lev are just contacting space very boringly. The best round they've had so far has been a B rush on a low buy. I quite enjoy doing the VOD reviews, but sometimes I'm a bit like,
Advantage as well that they have a lot of weapons to work with.
I'm like, can I just wait until C9 play 100 Thieves and we get an actual good game of Valorant?
Still trying to look for that extremity control, trying to see if C9 will try to push down toward Flash.
Now they have trademarking showers.
What are the bets that King walks into Oxy here? What? How much we betting? I mean, Oxy's playing good. Don't get me wrong. Oxy's playing good, and he's playing a good. I love the fact they're playing Chamber. It makes a lot of sense. But if King walks into this, then if King walks into this, we're going to the next map.
Okay. Instantly found
Oh,
as they go back to
Oxy walking into
Good
King.
push.
It's.
Quick peek.
I guess I got to continue watching because that was actually.
Done that for Oxy to just set
I technically
by
wasn't
a
correct.
jump or a fake runaway step.
It's a nice little push out.
Can't even set up inside Hookah this time around.
But I mean, it's still fundamental to the idea here, right? It's still like, again, a spread default against the chamber. When you got double duelists, like if you got like fucking 3 drones on in your comp, then sure, like you spread out a little bit, use your drones. But fuck my life, man.
Walking up Sands, it's never been
Fuck my life.
the last 11 rounds, last 10 rounds, so they take it down right
God almighty, he's 1-8 and he's done that.
away.
I feel sorry for the kid.
Last 11 rounds, last 10 rounds, so they take it down right away.
Saturate in. A lot of
I guess there is a bit of space being made for the Viper.
Lamps just whipped by.
That's kind of funny interaction.
That stops the
Hello,
shot,
Lexon.
but now they're kind of a little bit separated across the map.
You're betting your left now.
Deep now, but they gotta fight.
Can you develop what you'd want for Lev? Like if they pack up but lose main entry, they're fucked. No. Well, I mean, there's like I'm not gonna go into the very specifics because I can't be asked, and like it's probably not a good idea. But like, I think there's 2 approaches that they could go for, right, against a chamber. The first approach is to try and find where chamber is and avoid them and have like a sense for like what's going on in the map. But that's like not really that possible with this composition, right? It's like that's more like an old school. Your initiators are the most powerful they've been in the meta kind of era. So I think with this comp, it's more about just like accepting the fact that you don't have the utility to avoid a chamber and just grouping up a bit more and kind of making calculated calls. You can do this like start of round, like passive start if you want to, but don't start scaling the map individually. You know, you can't be scaling the map individually against a chamber. As soon as that chamber takes a shot on TPs, you should be in the site. You should be fucking overwhelming the site. You can't be letting this chamber get a shot off, TPing, and then the round is still, oh, I'm over here still, I'm over here still, I'm up here still. Like it's not, that's not a good game plan into a chamber.
Towards this A site for Leviathan now. It's committed.
Celsius still has that orbital strike, trying to play in the smoke. He's going to be able to walk right up. Lines
Happy you're watching this while having the Noobcastles on mute? I don't have the Noobcastles on mute.
Just playing in secrecy right now from the side of
it's just very low volume. Riv is it's actually really loud for me. It's just really quiet for you guys.
From, and he's even going to have somebody up behind him if it takes long enough. Vic is there.
Are you doing these VOD review sessions so you could become a coach for another team potentially? No, I do them because people watch them, and because I enjoy doing it, and and ultimately my job is now mostly as broadcast analyst. So like I want to be able to see what's happening in the meta, right?
Zelsis with the 3K insight playing very patient.
I'm pretty. I would like. Let's be real. Like let's be real. Like I don't need to do a VOD review to prove that I can coach a team. Like I don't think I need to do it. You know what I mean?
But every single time C9 seems to be winning these duels, it's hard for you to play these slow plays and inserts. Look at the
I'm fortunate to have won enough things that
Another one where he drops that spike.
that I don't need to add. I don't need to be sending this to CEOs of orgs. You know.
He is
Got that
15
flow.
and 7 with the brimstone all
I see you go. I mean, it's true though. I mean, like, let's be real. Like, I can't.
To hit a shot, you
it's not like it's not my ego. It's like my CV's good enough that I don't need to send a fucking YouTube video to a team, you know?
And back to a default. This push and pull, this touch and go that I don't. That was close.
I'd hope that would be the case for most PCT coaches, though. To be fair.
Or the pull of Lev really is making C9 consider moving too much, and if they are,
Again, just slow. Look at it. Like, look at what's happened this round. Okay, so Lev, what are they achieved? So Chambers long B.
the operator itself.
Lev have used smoke, spit, refract to try and take long B. And Prowler.
This push and pull, this touch and go.
Oxy still gets a shot off and is unlucky to not get the kill. So about 6 pieces of util to try and get Oxy off. And now look what happens. Oxy still has the line. Oxy still has the line. Oxy now has complete control. This is not. It's not enjoyable. I'm sorry to spin it on the negative than the positive, but this ain't enjoyable. This is a bit nuts. I respect it, but so I think here. I think because the Viper's rotated here, and we have 4A, I think Oxy needs to chill. Like, I think Oxy can just chill. Just hold this line. He can, like, then watch this if he needs to, and then just TP if he's getting overwhelmed. Just let his 4A just do the stack. He still gets the kill, so it's fine. It's fine. What am I talking about? Absolutely correct decision. Lovely there by Oxy. Couldn't fault that play at all. 10 out of 10, no notes. People contacting it. Okay. Sure, it's a 9-3, right? You guys don't fuck this up, surely. Neon's... Neon? Yeah, you dead. Okay, cool. So overall, enjoy the comp from C9. I enjoyed some of the cute little players, but ultimately it was just Oxy fucking them up. And C9 understanding that Chamber's pretty good into a team that's going to dry contact them up. We're indeed via. Bro, I'm hungry right now, and I got a craving for some banh mi. There's a good place in my city. What is the time? I've not eaten. 4:30. I'm gonna need to eat before I go out.
3 instead of 4 sheriffs, but 2 ghosts. So they could try to play Poison Orb on Spike Zine.
I ain't in Berlin, bro. I ain't in Berlin. I hit Berlin. I'm in Brighton. Right, one sec. Halftime break. What's the place called? Oh, it closes soon. Closes soon. 5 o'clock. I mean, I could order before. Earl's sandwiches. Like, I ain't pretending it's gonna be, you know, it's gonna be better than Berlin. I know that for sure. It's gonna be better than Berlin. He lives in Brighton, so he probably lives off stale bread. If you're gonna flame, make it make any sense. What the fuck does that mean? One sec, guys. Tofu? Peanut satay sauce. Not sure which one to go for. You look like you have a peanut energy. Thank you.
Seeing that setup, knowing somebody was in hookah plus a few on top of the tub, is definitely going to let them know there's a protocol for the site. So they want A. On the way back, quick clear, quick run, wall down, and everybody is hip and hip on this one for C9. Oh, right into Lamps. Waiting on your side.
I'll go
Shotguns here, so it's gonna have to
tofu
be that true
because I
A.
need some protein.
And everybody just pauses at arm's length here.
Store's closed. Fuck you. Okay, I'll figure it out after stream. I'll figure it out after stream.
Like a little low.
Okay, what's going on this round?
Quite a few
Insert into hookah, a little bit of noise.
that little lineup.
It's hard to read the pistol round because pistol rounds are often anti-strats.
Seeing that setup, knowing somebody
So a little prod into hookah. They see something and so they just go A. Lev have a very heavy stack towards A now though. But the question is the layering of util going to stop the plant? They have a Viper Orb. Viper Orb? Anything else? Anything else? What I wouldn't have mind seeing from C9 here would be... It's kind of hard on a pistol round because you expect like teams to like push out, but I wouldn't have hated to see someone stay. Just so that like when they kind of come up here and might get a bit fucked up, like they still have the option to kind of know what's going on B-side the map. But then a pistol round, if like they could just two-man re-clear you or something, you're kind of fucked. So maybe hindsighting, I don't know.
So he's timid on really giving this full peek up, but he doesn't think anybody's in yet. So much time had passed there. They're able to still clear.
Oh, that's a nice shot from Blows.
Huge information there with Spike going down. He can play his life.
Nope, don't fade reveal. Like this is the kind of shit. Like what does that do? What does this reveal do?
He is a nuisance here in the site.
I mean, actually, got him a kill, kinda.
He's feeling it. Actually, he wants a few more shots. Is more Sheriff from timid on really giving able to still play his life. And just make sure he.
They're 4v3. I just feel like he should just be hiding and then wait for his teammates and then just retake teams. It's a bit risky. Wait.
Just make sure he is a nuisance here in the site. Oh, he's feeling it. Actually, he wants a few more.
What happens here? What's Vic doing?
The side of Lev come out.
Okay.
Seems like an
Okay.
weapon for them to close it out. Vic is an important player for C9 here in the clutch position. Sato's gonna drop, still hidden by the.
Oh, I thought Sato dropped off the box.
That's been one during these corners. Again, it's already an outlaw in the second round.
Bro, I love taking the angle on top of the... I don't know why. Oxy, like, does Oxy not like that? I love going up here, man. Maybe it's newbie, I don't know, but I love going up there.
Already an outlaw in the second round. Out of range for the TP.
Okay, eco round.
To make this a little weird, looks like they can caterpillar through this maze of
Oh my god.
safe.
Where's King's Molly?
Corners again.
Why has King not got a Molly? The fuck is he bought?
Just looking to get
He doesn't have a Molly on an anti-eco.
more than you wanted.
I mean, this is just a beer Molly.
Sato's back
What's going on?
on the back line here. C9 should
What's
have the flag
going on?
sight to make this a little weird. Looks like they can caterpillar through this maze of smokes to get themselves in.
Drop Sato.
The bandit gets another one. Now it's a question of how they're going to get back in. It's really scary with these plastic.
I think that's an overcook.
How many smokes there are, so Lev has to wait them out.
And I think these smokes just dropped too, so
yeah.
these brought
Spike time. Now the orbs are going to actually cycle up. Good damage from bench. That's all they needed to start. Molly's going to start late here as Elsa's 1 HP in that orb. Starts to bring decay back up. As the back and forth happens.
Damage is great from C9.
Just looking for shots. Oh, those were good. Molly. Half. Can he turn again? Oh my god, they're gonna win the round! 10-9.
Every time to get it half at least. But they realized back then they're like, oh wait, we don't even have time to get it halfway.
Yeah.
So King just decides to stick it. Just dies to the Molly decay.
19 and a quarter seconds, so you get basically half.
Okay, here's Juju. Juju. Anti-eco, it's the classico. If they see people here, they could just rotate, but if they get to the top, they probably do the smokes and go. This guy protecting the flank. Good. Good.
Lev did not want. That's crazy.
Yeah. Delayed with the Molly from Brimmy.
Exactly, and Viper.
And Snakebite, there's a lot.
situation for sure.
Simple round by C9 and Leviatan's on an eco. They do have a good stack though, but not necessarily being able to trade off each other yet.
It's Brighton a good place to live in? It's very expensive. I mostly just live here because I have a lot of friends that live here. I wouldn't choose to live here otherwise. It's still nice. It's not that much to do compared to London, of course, but it's relaxed, it's chill. People are nice.
Down that duelist spot with a few kills is King with the classic. They got to clear him from inside sight, and that shouldn't be too hard. C9 can't get too
Great
much
food
defense
options,
this
at
round.
least.
They know they have to worry about
Food options are okay, but I'm very, very, like, I lived in the centre of Manchester and the centre of London, so it's a bit different, you know. Is it full of old rich white people? On the hills it is, on the outside of the city, I think, but like in the centre of the city it's pretty vibrant.
Still trying to find their identity, and now you have a C9 again that I firmly believe here that a meta currently fits
So Skydog long
them perfectly.
gets insta broke. What do they do now? They got no util.
Now it shows here that Leviathan are having a little bit of struggles and some pain.
So off of this, immediately start to scale up short with the Viper Orb.
Going into the rest of the series, and
Where's Oxy's TP? He's not put a TP down?
at least warm up now to try to make this game close. Maybe like what EG just did previously 100 games earlier on.
I'm surprised Oxy doesn't put a TP down.
That's the thing. Hopefully you have time to take a moment and figure out what those little speed bumps.
So this got denied, so they just go hooker instead. But it's all just a bit of fake pressure.
C9 waited out here and see if level.
It being Penny is like kind of a signal, right? Like this is one of the things about Valorant that's interesting compared to Counter-Strike is like, why is the duelist in hooker? Like if Lev saw this, they're probably gonna be like, oh, why? Like if he's hooker, it means they're probably not going A. Like
Make a move of their own. Just down to a minute, still a lot of time to play. Wonder if Penny's gonna activate him.
so this can hear the rotations. It allows them to safely take the TP if they end up going towards B.
A little bit, and then we go to A. I think Penny's the last actually spear of this, or the point of the spear.
But ultimately, C9 are running into a 3-man stack, and they have full showers control. So Lev are actually in an okay position.
Molly over.
They hear the TP, so now I think it's about time that Penny probably starts to activate soon.
Still seems fake. Waiting for
One
the
more
Molly
tap of
here
spike,
to commit.
probably.
Another fake plant, maybe? Yeah, Zelsa's fake plant to see where they might be, how much side control they have.
Just picked up the orb.
I mean, they're still baiting out a lot from them, but 29 seconds, something needs to happen. We start to see Penny activate now. Like C9 have two choices here. They either need to let Penny start cooking, or they need to just. The problem is they don't have an extra smoke. If they had an extra smoke, because they smoked here early, and then I think they smoked here. I would try and get a smoke down here and just like rush through and try and clear it bench, but kind of difficult. Honestly, to be real about it, I think that the Viper ult should only go down after the plant. I think the Viper ult is actually helping Lev here.
Molly over.
I think that was a protocol sometimes we had in Fnatic where it's like, don't ult until we got spiked down.
Very slow.
Because it gives them, like, the common smoke that gets used here by Lev or defense teams is obviously to let them spam. And this kind of smoke acts as the same kind of idea, right?
Still seems fake. Waiting for the Molly here to commit another fake.
If C9 avoid the up here, the enemy can just stack the opposite side because they know that was yeah, obviously it's not so like it's not so like binary as, oh, the oop is here, let's go the other side. It's about like being conscious of the fact that the operator is there and you're not going to be able to scale into it, you know. By explaining that you go the other side, you're basically, you know, giving a easy way to sum it up, but like it's not obviously as simple as that.
Makes sense. They didn't know how many players were really hanging out outside of their pit, so they're gonna play close.
How are buying comps without delay util meant to stop A spams, either 3-2 split or just full short exit? I'm talking about the Yoro Waylay comps because mainly they don't have traditional raise now. I mean, Waylay has a saturate. You will still have a smokes player that has, I mean, spit, molly, seize, saturate. That's a lot of util. And then you get a Yoru who's in time because of a TP. Like there's no issues with the delay on this comp.
Pushing Lev back. Neon's gonna try to save this off, but it looks like they realize how much health they have. They might be money.
Let Neon score leads are cash. It was dangerous though because with Zelsis going to pit there.
So I missed this completely. C9 still won this round.
Say something needs to happen, or we just need
The spikes and die.
Nobody was doing anything. He's gonna go all the way to B. This is still gonna be a spot.
Oh god.
In the crosshairs, so I have 8 seconds to plant this one down. It's gonna be front sight.
I said it before. I think the best position to be like the last man standing on B is like around this area. Because like you have a long line of info on long, which like feels nice to just like get info and then be able to fall off if you need to. And then when you turn around, like this angle is like so broken, like it's hard for the attack to like clear like everything, and then also be able to like safely like clear you. That makes sense. The angle he's gone for here is a little bit crazy. It's a bit crazy.
Opportunities. Consistently, you're trying to bait Leviathan to get into the pit, or at least to see if any players are using utility.
I'm 6'7".
You know, 9 spot spike scene so they can trade out each other to get that plan on that B site. But now orb strike available. Showstopper already out there.
Nice strat from C9. So just using the dog to confirm info for the Razor. If the dog hits anything, immediately the Ray's going to path this way. I would presume that if the dog hits nothing, then we might do deeper smokes maybe and just send the Rays out deeper maybe. It's like a kind of common protocol that used to happen sometimes.
Sato able to refract that. That was actually huge for him. Keeps the Guardian in their hands. Neon starts off on Oxy. Lev need to be able to convert this round to keep themselves in. King finds the back of Penny.
Unlucky from C9.
So well, but now it's a spike down.
Lev has to up the tempo now. You have Orbital Strike and Molly available for C9. You can't play slow anymore.
Somebody's got to tap it. Somebody's got to make a move on Lev that C9 care about. King throws down the Orbital Strike from his side. Zel's is still holding.
Wait, I got new emotes by the way for subs. How do I do this? I think I added them. Let me see. How the fuck do I check emotes and shit? How do I check my channel emotes? Oh, here we go. 6'7", by the way. If that doesn't make you want to subscribe, then I don't know what will.
Front just to check if anybody's peeking through this bit of a one-way. One tap. Expect to hear that Orbital Strike. No, he's not.
Okay.
Well,
same idea again. So Sky, Solar, Pressuring Showers. Just using the boom bot here. That's the nice thing about having a raise on this map is thank you very much, Twitchy. Get those 6-7s in the chat. Thank you, Georgie boy. I swear if it's Jordan's here, you 1v5s. Oh, the smokes are early. Zelsis throwing smokes at like fucking my ranked players, man. You can't be throwing smokes this early. That's kind of mad. I can see why he is though. Like it's kind of awkward. Like when he's got Brim ult, he's kind of looking for a Brim ult here, so he can't really He can't really not smoke and then also have Brim ult ready, so
While Neon has the off this round and gets pushed away by the
maybe it's fair.
Zelsis hit.
Oh, was that not an ult there? That would have been that. Shouldn't that have been an ult? Or is it because the? I guess he can just dash out. He can't just dash out.
3 people ready for that refract. And Penny just kind of hitting his forehead a little bit. Was looking for the finisher, but Sato was already out.
Hi, Kev.
C9 again getting to this plant situation. Doesn't seem like Lev feel too comfortable after this point, but it happens again.
This time you got 5 players.
Thank you, Mari. 11 months. 11 months from the Mari. Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
Gotta figure out where Zelsis is going to be throwing this from. No real time to delay. Nice flash coming in to take one out. It's the 4v4 now. Neon has the dimensional drift. If he wants to kind of
Oh, that was the kill. That's GG right there. That's GG. If King gets this kill, then he can threaten the Brim ult, but it's GG. Honestly, Neon probably should have ulted to try and secure this, but it's over. Vic, some nice rounds from Vic there with the aim display. Okay. Decent from C9, but not very good from Lev. Chamber diff. Big chamber diff on this one. 6 opening kills on defense. It's pretty difficult to deal with. Breeze. Jet KO. Wait, how long have I got? Okay, I'm going to rush through this a little bit. I might not be able to finish in time because I do really need to eat before I go out. It's just a bit of a shorter stream today.
Going strong. They're starting on attack. They go on that very minimal util, but more so onto firepower. And why not? They like to play a little default, and then they get into that death ball. So
How do I don't even know how I put them in the chat without how do I'm such a boomer, man. It's unbelievable. Oh, there they are. Food on stream. No, there's no food on stream today. I like this wall. It's kind of interesting. I've seen this variation more, like it has, I've seen a variation that has this part, and it was a bit more this way. But I like this wall.
Bunch of young hungry fraggers for Leviathan, another sheriff pistol round.
I want to see what Zelsis' mid-round info knives are like.
Or the whole crew with the exception of King putting
if there are any.
to his arsenal.
Oh, interesting. Interesting.
Walking up. They actually have the crossfire.
That's kind of nice. You see that? Zeppa took contact and Penny just peeks there. It's kind of cool. And then the wall is there for safety.
Yeah, quick wall up too.
Penny's a chill. He gets the kill.
Sheriffs are still alive, so headshots are still a possibility. Sheriffs are still alive, so headshots are still a possibility.
Nice round from C9. Nice round.
Oh, flawless first.
Perfect. Individual wall. Judge around the corner. Neon could maybe make his way through with Sato.
Interesting star. Is this a dissipate star to try and take elbow control? No. It's a one-way star for bridge. Ooh. Ooh. Do you think King cooling affected Sato's game in both maps? King's cooling? I would argue that it's more the structure, like their passive contact approach. Interesting. I'm going to keep my eye on how many times these segments get value. for C9. I'm wondering like how many times like, the team's just like walking past. This one is kind of interesting. Yeah, I'm gonna keep my eye on this one.
Following the gate crash, staring straight at it, daring them to make a play.
Very nice from C9, setting up the jet deep, stack on B. This I'm also keeping my eye for. This long deep line.
Over there on
Very
B.
nice.
Spike's just outside it waiting as they have a really nice...
What start did they use? I think that start probably should be used deep here. Even if it is just ends up being a dissipate to allow the jet to like do what he wants. Otherwise, a conditioning star for maybe like a hard fight into A main, maybe.
Staring straight outside it waiting. Starts off. Can they get the swing? Oh, they can.
Zeppa. Oh, this wall. I don't like this one as much. This is like old school retake style wall, but we'll see. We'll see how it works.
Just did something gross. Nobody look. All right. A push up from Oxy. Trying to play that Marshall straight up in front of A main. Oh, he'll always go for the peak. Dash is
Got
on.
attack, right?
Yeah, outlaw that is. That's already.
Oh, he'll always go for the peak. Dash is on.
Yeah, outlaw that is. Already 140 on Tasato. You already got to fall back.
Yes.
But not necessarily the similar look here for Cloud9, despite them.
C9 looking like they want to get proactive again.
They've been starting to pick all the way towards the elbow because he keeps playing from a judge to a.
So Penny has to take this line to try and support Astra. Nice shot from Neon though. That smoke becomes like a smoke he could play inside of, which looks interesting. Yeah, that's cool. I thought it was like a pure one-way, but it's not. It's just like a cheeky sit inside smoke. If I heard that smoke, if I'm this player, I'm like, shit, there's something going on here.
Little door peek also. He's gonna look. Yeah.
Limp into the site. Here's that explosion from Leviat&. Despite player advantages, they could definitely get mowed down by the stack of Cloud9 with 3 until Vic comes in to cut the rotates.
Oh, Vic has destroyed them, man.
Made them suffer.
I don't really understand, like, why are we cancelling with this guy coming this way? It feels like they're going for an A split right now.
Limp into the site. Here's that explosion from
And then, do they see too much? And then cancel? Cancel happens, but this guy's already, like, here. I don't know.
Oh my gosh. The low health finally being cleaned up a little bit here.
I think trying to split there just felt a bit rough, to be honest. But Vic has fucking owned them. Which comp is better for Breeze? I like this comp more, I'm not gonna lie. I think I prefer Yoru. And I'm not like the biggest KO fan, but we'll see. We'll see. I think KO would do very well to stop like the hard execs coming out. But I want to see what the value they're getting like cross map and stuff, and like how the KO is setting up Jet, I guess. But it just feels like Oxy's just comfortable on Jet, so it kind of makes sense, right?
So that we could just save these 2 rifles in the next round.
It's more about comfort.
Hopefully they could get something.
Interesting recon.
In this round, it's
A split. That recon is kind of cool.
hopefully they could get something.
Clears everything close.
Working within this round, it's quite fast. They're splitting to the safe site.
Goes for the reload so we can get another fast 2. Oh, the moment he unscopes. Thinking maybe he was going for a second interscope, but it's not there for him. Who knows? Still going to be safe behind the wall on the site, and they'll give
retake A. Ooh, how's this timing happened here? What happened?
As they're splitting into the safe
Just
site.
walked through the smoke.
Goes for the reload. Go. Who knows? Still going to be safe.
I love playing solo around here and just bouncing fucking shocks on people's heads here and ranked. It just feels so satisfying. Watch Zappa get a fucking shock dart off here. Get off your drone!
A little bit of a lurk here from King could be huge.
He didn't hit anything.
Oh my god.
Wait, how's Oxy killed 3 people? How mad would you be if you're King? Like, look at this. And then that happens.
Oh my god. And he heals.
Fucking doomed.
So a collide on one.
Are good smoke spots for attack side A. I think that you want to use the wall and then you use deeper smokes, but I'm not gonna like.
Surprising with the timing that King has found that the rest of the team were still so focused on watching into the mid doors. Maybe they thought they still had a timing on that wall. The maps are looking a little bit nervous. Communication's not looking the best right now for Leviat&, here, and
A main default from Lev, and then we're seeing just 2-1-2. Got Astra with this star. The star's become popular for Astra to try and hold behind. KO can play in on the wall and shit. Sova in natural position, able to recon both sides. Jet up here. Viper. All makes sense. I want to know what they do though if is there a way for them to do anything interesting in the middle of the round? Like could they knife here and then have the jet push up, or does the drone actually do anything here to like let jet kind of explore middle in the mid round? Or is it just a passive sub?
Gets that shot from tunnel, so Neon can stay quiet.
Big pick there.
Gets that shot from tunnel, so Neon can stay quiet.
I see this angle getting cleared quite a lot. This angle. I've seen it a few times recently.
From King. Need that from the leader.
Do you rather just hit sites or default into kind of fast splits with Lev comp? When I was watching this game, I felt default was dragged a little bit too long. I'd rather grouped execs into extremities, like with their comp. Like I'd rather go here or here, I think. But you can fuck around a little bit before. It's just don't waste the whole round and then like run into a KO knife or a fucking jet up though. I don't know.
So good. He doesn't spin, right? Okay. He's gonna let it go.
Who do you think are the best Chamber teams to watch in terms of mid-round defense proactivity? I mean, Chamber isn't a mid-round proactive defense agent. It's more of like a, you take space, you take a shot, you fall back. So I don't really understand the question.
How much more info he can get? How confident is
you can obviously go back onto lines, but that's more like a Yoru idea. I feel like. I think the Gentlemates and EMEA are like the most interesting I've seen so far. That doesn't mean that like they're the best team. And obviously I don't watch that much Valorant outside of EMEA right now. Well, I don't watch as much as what like say Sliggy does, you know?
Play the time to their favor.
3 stars to use, just gets a nebula back up. Actually, full uses that smoke instead of a dismiss. He's timing.
Yeah. It should be watched by C9 from now on.
5 o'clock.
On this one, they're gonna go for this B site. King hanging all the way back to try to shoot over their.
This time by Neon.
So we do see a fast strat now, but they're doing it with an operator. So Jet is out.
On this one, they're gonna go for this B site. King hanging all the way.
How did
King on an up? On this one, they're gonna go.
They anti-strat here? They missed the fucking Astra ult. This kid is in the open.
King hanging all the way back to try to
or he's TP'd early.
I think they need the team here. He is able to offer up a little bit of help. Zeppa just slows.
To use Valorant film. I mean, like, I think this thing is, I think that the nice thing about the position I'm in, though, is that, like, I am able to watch the games a little bit deeper. But Sliggy does have a good knack for being able to watch games in the moment and, like, pick up on things, right? But, like, I do enjoy being able to watch a bit slower, you know? Do you think C9 looks better than their counterparts in EMEA? Team Heretics or Team Liquid? Yeah. Yeah. I think Team Heretics obviously can look better, but I think kickoff is not really the best time to start talking about that stuff. I think let's wait 5 months and see, you know? But yeah, they're definitely better than Liquid.
First fragment allows them to somewhat take that back portion of the site, and they get the kill onto Spike. Already working out in C9's favor.
You think it's the best Americas team?
It's
It's between MIBR and G2, I think. G2, like, okay, like I really don't want to be this guy, but like it's kind of similar for mates to some degree. But if you look at the games Fury have won, they won against a like. I'm not taking anything away with the way they're playing. Like, it's just that I think the MIBR challenge is going to be the most interesting, right? So they played a crew who doesn't have their full roster. They play a Sentinels, smash them on split, fair enough. But Sen not looking good on split. And then Breeze, you got Sen playing Sky solo. And so there's a bit like, come on guys. I give them this though, like they're better than Sen. Like they are better than Sen. And then when they play G2, G2 play Breach on both the maps they lose and get fucking farmed. And I'm just like, well, if G2 did Chamber or G2 did double duelist or G2 did any of their like normal stuff that didn't involve a breach, would they have got fucking owned, you know? And the map that they play more of a good comp, they own, you know? So it's hard for me to say Furia until they play against a great team who's not, you know, doing their thing. And it's really difficult because I don't want to take anything away from them because they've obviously played really well. And, you know, you're dealt the hand you're dealt and all that kind of shit, you know? Like, I'm very happy that Koala's been able to kind of bounce back after what was, like, a pretty difficult situation on Na'Vi, I guess.
Gotta get a little momentum under him.
Up on that side.
Yeah. He's gotta get a little momentum under himself here. Right now he's got the curse day buff for saying what his wish was.
Grab the orb, TP out, join the team, ult into the B site.
See what they can make out of this.
I see knife to re-clear. So Jet will take the line deep. It's unfortunate timing because ultimately it's essentially just a Euro ult B, but it still confirms that it's not a fake. I wouldn't have hated here. I think what would have been really nice is if they both pushed. They just both push here.
Grab info. Can they get around to kill Vic? Spikes kills Penny to start. And Vic will hide. Not too far though since he's stopped by the Viper fight.
I mean, Celsius is actually there in time. No, he's not. I thought he was going to be there in time. He's not in time. Like, he got lucky to even be close to on time. I think they should have... Let's see. They're trying to hard hold. The worst idea. It would have been really nice to have seen, because they got this priority over A main, if they were able to flank, and if, like, maybe just one of them was able to get off the site, let one person just stay on and try and get kills. Like here, Penny's in the smoke. I think Penny can just dip. Sell Vic, maybe? Actually, he's got good timing, though. Vic, man. He gets unlucky. Penny gets unlucky.
Towards the window with the op, but unfortunately with Zelsis falling, that might change the plans.
I think the other variation of the wall would help with this kind of protocol too.
One click, he'll go for it. In, try plays this one.
What has soon as they got
Hello,
honey.
Is EMEA the most outlow-pilled region? I mean, we have Martine and Lover's Rock.
We got to get ready in this round. And there you go. How do you find that information early? Already finally an early knife out on this side.
Okay, just a Guardian for C9.
9 has to figure it out early. Jumping steps over here should be a quick clear.
That's nice bait from Celsius. Nice jump peek. Not a good peek.
Yet still walking into the B site. Sheriff's also being played by Vic.
I love the Kings on solo peak on
Low
the
buy.
Neon.
I don't expect to see much here from C9.
Neon are hold this side, right?
Okay. Viper ult B, but 2 people behind. I think this is a bit sus. Like, especially when there's a Viper ult in play, you really don't want to let this site get Viper ulted, right? So I'm a bit confused by C9's decision to play 3B this round.
Ow.
I wonder if the knife even saved
Okay,
Neon.
so they do just full rotate across.
Crazy in that look in that.
But now they're kind of stuck. Kind of stuck. I think probably just need to go and drone heaven.
That middle wall though. And alt over on the B side here by C9. And yeah, Lev doing a bit of that walk up again, seeing how close they can get.
The knife, one single knife wasted so much util from Leviat& to start, but then after that, Zelsis
Oxy.
trying to cover that spot.
Oxy reclear.
He has an inkling.
Yeah, I think he sniffed it out.
It's nice from Oxy.
Very nice call for that knife to come through again here, so they can re-clear an area. Get the
Nice peek from Zappa.
B.
He still needs to be careful now. I think this Astra ult was it's a tiny bit sus. No, it's not. It's not. It's a nice Astra ult. Yeah, is it? I don't know. It feels a bit awkward, but I guess it's fine. Like, I quite like, if I'm attack here, I'm feeling quite nice. It feels quite nice, the fact that, like, I'm not going to get peeked from any angle. But ultimately, C9 only have 2 people, so.
Already quite low for Neon, but he's going to try to be the front of this one as they go for.
And I was thinking about this Viper ult.
First before planting, and they meet a wall that.
Yeah, they went to, yeah. I mean,
Name is Slow
out towards that. The other one had his back turn against him.
Oxy just dominating A man. 3 people B again. A split happening. I think C9 just gonna fight to the death on A man.
Now a change of pace, C9 aggro. So far for Leviathan's the same thing.
Miss on one side, but Zelsis has the back.
It feels kind of bad by Lev. Like, no, there's nothing here to deal with A main at all.
Change of pace, C9 aggro.
No spit, no stars, nothing.
So far for Leviathan.
Oh, there is a star. They didn't use anything to take A man. It's a bit weird. Will I be in Santiago? No, I won't be. No.
The map here for a moment in A main as Lev wants that space back. Zelsis and Oxy say no with a again.
Today, C9, but Leviathan as well. Just a couple of rounds ago, I was just
They're waiting for Zelsis early knife.
They don't have to move in Oxy main.
Really
Good conditioning.
Have to use my L stop to get that to them.
I don't love that strat they're running though.
Ready for this for Leviathan.
Interesting. Oxy deep peek.
He's ready to just.
There are 2 people watching window. Oxy's gonna take the pick. That's unlucky.
Out in a moment.
That's a window though. Leviathan could start tempoing up here and
B split again.
He's already on the tunnel line.
It's just a bit
one
nervy.
not gonna miss. Actually takes down his counterpart in Neon.
If you see that AWP on B and you try and B split, I think that's you should be cancelling probably.
Wants to go for the fight again, and he can.
Molly's double mollies at
For B.
already walking up to the tunnel to get that pace. So for him to have the heads up play.
Now just stacking B. It's the wrong read, but it's an interesting one. Again, a little bit dangerous because of the Viper ult here. Like, you would presume that Lev can get Viper ult down here and should be okay to win the round. Bit of a strange Viper ult. And not a great plant for it. I'd expect to open more open plant.
See what C9 can do though.
It's a very nice pit that they have.
It's nice because you get this corner.
Yeah. Run away from a lot of util. That's exactly where he's going right now for.
But it doesn't give you any coverable spots, right? Like, it's a bit strange.
The rest of them can play inside of it or just outside to listen for some info.
I mean, it should be round over, right?
Another one as well.
Right, I'm gonna stop there. I really need to eat and I need to go out, so I'm gonna cut it a bit early. C9 looking decent. Lev, some questions over there, kind of It's a bit like Fnatic. Questions over their pacing and then slow contacting with the comps they're running. And then when they do go for fast strats, I feel like they're not going for necessarily the best variations of fast strats, or they haven't fully worked out the details or something. Doesn't feel fully convincing. But yeah. Is there anyone streaming? Yinsu is streaming GC, so I'll raid Yinsu. I'll catch you guys in a bit. I'll probably be streaming more tomorrow, I guess. But yeah, go be nice to Yinsu, or don't be nice to Yinsu. I'll see you guys in a bit.